The one who calls me daddy. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. I'm your host, the Incredible Sulk. I hope you had a good day. I hope you guys get out there and, or got out there and made some dreams come true today. Held it together, and you kind of poisoned me last night, which I will forgive you. I will forgive you, and we can move on. I'll forget that entire situation happened, and we'll just yada, yada, yada. And there we go. Tonight we're talking about dooms. Doom! Doom! Doomsday preppers. The crazy people who put water and food and medicines for 30 years inside of their house because nothing could ever happen. Nothing could ever happen. Nothing bad could ever happen. Even if you're a billionaire, you have a bunker, you have a shelter. But the regular folk, the people like you and me, keeping any sort of rations of food is just reckless, and it's just silly. They don't want you doing this. They don't want you prepping. They don't want you armed. They don't want you able to survive without them. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to make fun of them. We're going to hit on some key subjects and key subject matters. I imagine you know how the Sulk stream goes. So get comfy, get cozy, grab yourself a nice bottle of antiseptic. You're going to need that in the end times. And then people will say your name. Talk about the long, long ago. Your great-great-grandchildren, because you are the only one that's going to survive and repopulate this planet with tons of beautiful women. At least that's the goal. That's the goal. Yeah. So if you're working, keep working. If you are driving, please get home safely. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to help me out at ko-fi.com/sulkstream, I would very much appreciate it. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk stream. And this is called The Paranoid World of Doomsday Preppers. Enjoy. Enjoy.
Come on and sit on down, because today, my friends, the end is finally here. Oh, we're talking about dooms.
Finally. God. I've had enough of it, right? The end is here. Good.
Day. But most importantly, we're talking about the people who prep for those doomsday. Doomsday.
Forgive but never forget. I forgot most of that. I don't know. I don't remember ending the show.
Hey, preppers.
And survival's the goal.
Did I do well? I'm not sure. Were you guys thrilled about how good of a performance I did? I'm gonna go with yeah. I'm gonna go with yes.
Into the spider hole. Man, it's cozy in here.
And see the possible. Hey, John, the reason Steven still has a job on Daywave. The reason Royce even still has a job on Daywave. I assume you like that nickname. I don't hate it. I'm not sure it's accurate.
Another interesting facet of the world of people
I'll go ahead and call him that from now on. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and screenshot this, and maybe I'll go ahead and send it to him. And then he'll be like, well, you're not coming on the show tomorrow. And I'll be like, I understand.
We're preparing for the end.
I completely understand.
People who want to be prepared for when shit hits the fan. But there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world right now. Inflation. The worst thing that's happening is inflation. How about monkeypox? Maybe even potentially World War III?
Robots, dude. When are the robots going to do the thing? When are the robots going to do the thing? I don't know if I'm getting my... I don't think I am. I think I'm going to just not get one. I don't think I want it. I don't think I want it anymore. I don't think I want the robot anymore. I don't know.
Whoa. Pretty much what I'm trying to get at is the world is going to...
Free says, "Is that?"
We're all gonna die! I'm kidding.
That's the kind of enthusiasm I need from my cult members. Thank you, Free Side. I appreciate that.
Gonna be fine right now.
Is that?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe by the time I post this, we're all dead. I don't know.
You basically just played guitar for the last 45 minutes? So I was drunk.
Can't tell you. I'm not a future. Not a...
That would confirm it. That would definitely confirm it.
Fortune teller. But thank God there's one group of people out there who can circumvent all of these horrible things that are happening. So today I just wanted to take a deep dive down into...
I didn't order the Neo robot. I reserved it. But I don't know if I'm gonna... I haven't heard anything about it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll still get it. I don't know.
The rabbit hole of people who are going to survive the apocalypse. There's a group of people that are here to kind of show...
I forgot my cravat. Okay. There we go. I still got 2 weeks left. Still got 2 weeks left on the cravat. 2 weeks. 2 weeks left.
Show us the way. And of course, I'm talking about doomsday preppers.
Here's to the end of the world.
She's fat. You should not be so fat. If you're trying to survive the end of the world, would you being like morbidly obese be like, okay, you're doing all these other preparations, but you're like, I'm not going to get in shape or lose any weight? What if it's a zombie apocalypse and you have to kind of lightly jog away from them? Are you just dead? You have a cellar full of beans and ammunition and you're like, yeah, but I can't like jog. I'm not going to do that. Spent $100,000 building an underground bunker. Yeah, but I'm not going to jog.
Let's go. Now, we need
That's not in the plan. That's not the plan. I've got all this NBC gear, and I have, like, ham radios and stuff like that. And, you know, there's backup plans. I'm not going to jog, though. If it's jogging, I'd just rather die.
to
I would
realize
just rather die.
that these doomsday preppers are rational, but albeit paranoid people.
Freeside says, if you order it, I am coming to your house to beat the fuck out of it. I don't make the rules. You're going to beat the fuck out of my Neo robot. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Have they started shipping them yet?
A lot of people ask, why? Why save 50,000 cans of corn in your cellar? Well, you never
Just corn? You're not going to be able to digest that.
know when shit's gonna hit the fan. But preparing for disasters is not a crazy thing.
13th Apostle says, does the cravat make the bulge bigger? If so, I'm in. People say a lot of gay things on this show. That one, definitely top 5.
I'll be honest, I think it's downright
Definitely
smart.
top
I'm from the
5.
Midwest where there's tornadoes left and right.
I'm not saying it's the winner, all right, because there is a lot of hot contenders in that list, but top 5 for sure.
God's just sending little twisters to come greet your house and throw it into the air. And it's nice to feel like, you know what, we got a little
Lot of
provisions
gay
just in case something bad happens. Is there a
lot of gay things said on this show. Now that I'm like thinking about it, a lot. I'm sure Arden would cuts together reels of me saying gay things and then you guys saying gay things and then making me say gay things for money, which I'll do because I'm just a whore. I have no qualms about it.
flood? Is my electricity gonna go out? When I lived in Texas, I was without
Creator of Pain says, no, you're gay. Okay.
power for like 2 weeks. It was brutal. I did not prepare for that at all. Wish I would have. That would have been a much easier experience.
You guys are gay. How about it? You guys are gay. I ain't gay. You're gay. These people.
When I was sitting in Texas and there was the deep freeze, I watched Amadeus, I think 6 times on my phone. If anything happens,
Forever Alone says it's only gay if balls are touching. No, that is a common myth. That is a myth. It is gay when, I don't know, the tips touch. You do a lot of tip mashing. Is that gay or is that just establishing dominance? Does it make that sound?
I'm gonna blow my brains out. Like if the world ends, I will not survive. Just take me, God. When something bad happens, you want to make sure that you have the right tools to be prepared. If a natural disaster strikes, like earthquakes, tornadoes,
Apostle, you're never going to beat the allegations with that kind of fucking. With those comments, you're not.
those tsunamis, you want to make sure you have the basic necessities like food, water, flashlights, and power. There comes a separation.
All right, tip to tip is straight. All right. I don't know the rules.
Friends, where you go from being prepared for a lightning storm and being paranoid.
Artichoke cravats inherently give you a French accent that's naturally gay.
That the collapse of civilization is right at our doorstep. Right there, that's it. That's
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Leap.
I'm preparing my family for the imminent collapse of the United States economy.
Look at that little kid. I mean, like, what? What's wrong with a kid having a gun?
Wait, I want to thank today's sponsor. Gamer Sucks!
No. You could say that
this guy's like, kids shouldn't have guns. Why not? A kid can shoot a gun. As long as he doesn't shoot other people, I don't see the problem.
Great Depression sparked Americans or people, probably just Americans, to hoard what they have. Who knows? It's mine. Don't touch it. Get away from me. People go through some dicey shit and all of a sudden there's no I in team. But that became, they're like, F the team. It's all about I.
There's me in team.
There's me in team. That's true. It's backwards. But it's there. With the threat of a nuclear war looming, people were encouraged by the U.S. government to build fallout shelters and to stockpile supplies in the event of a nuclear apocalypse. I love that. I got the U.S. government.
I would like, there's like giant missile silos for sale, like in some states that nobody wants to live in. We can buy one of those, and it would be plenty of room for all of us. We can do like Fallout, right? Where we can make a room that's like blue and it looks like there's corn growing there. We should look into that. How much are those? Can somebody look that up for me? I might do a tour of one, and then that's where we're gonna set up the cult, and we're gonna have like a ritual chamber and stuff like that, and like the virgin quarters, which you guys are not allowed in.
Just like
everybody, real quick, gather around.
Right
in your backyard, we're gonna start digging holes.
Sorry. Cult's a cult for a reason.
And that's going to stop you from having to worry about a nuclear
That's currency.
bomb being dropped in your head. Go have fun, guys.
Have you seen
I
the
call them V-Bucks. Don't get them confused with some other,
old like commercials where it's like, if a nuclear bomb drops, hide under your desk?
I love that. But my favorite one was, if there's an active school shooter, we're going to turn off the lights and hide under our desk. He's like,
Don't just say, I'll throw 5 on a silo. Donate $5 and say, I will throw 5 on the silo. It's not official.
Nobody's home in here. All right, well, these lights are...
I don't have the fucking money, dude. I can't go and buy things with IOUs.
off. I'm probably not going to go in there. But you also have religious reasons, right? For example, the Church of the Latter-day Saints believe that the end times are nigh since the dawn of their religion. So they encourage their followers to have 3 to 12 months of supplies at all times. When it comes to doomsday prepping, the goal is to have enough supplies to last you a few months inside your bunker when the world goes to shit. AKA when shit hits the fan. We watched Doomsday Preppers, the show. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but when shit hits the fan...
If I just give it to you, how do I know it's going to go to a silo? It probably won't.
Is going to be... It's part of my everyday vernacular now. I just want to say...
What do you want? You want me to lie to you and say there's a silo fund? You think I have a special account just for silo bucks? Various bucks?
Yeah,
I don't.
When it hits the fan...
I don't. I really should. I should have a jar that's for an island or for a silo or some sort of place for our cult to call a home. That's obviously not my home.
Hits a fan.
Hey, it's gonna hit the fan sometime.
Hits the fan in 5 years, I'll probably be okay.
If you can survive
You aren't okay now, big shouldery bitch.
In your little bunker while everyone else is fighting for resources outside. Then within a few months, 90% of the population will die out, and you can emerge from your bunker as a goddamn survivor. Which we've already seen some of this, ladies and gentlemen. Does anyone remember toilet paper? Does anyone remember toilet paper during the pandemic? Hello? As soon as shit starts hitting the fan, people hoard stuff like motherfuckers. I had the worst food poisoning. I tried making some chicken at home, did not cook all the way through, and I had horrible diarrhea. So it's that kind of pain in your asshole where it feels like chapped lips. I didn't even know the pandemic was.
Bro, cook your chicken. Cook your chicken. What the hell?
Was that big of a deal at the time? This is before. I mean, I really knew it.
Freeside says, John Lowe, or is that just me? Freeside, I'll stab you. I'll stab you.
Was going on. I went to the store. When I went to the aisle and like every single piece of toilet paper was gone, that's when I knew. I've experienced stuff before where people raid grocery stores and stuff, and you're like, they left all the bottles of water, but they took all the goddamn Tang. Something's going on here. Okay. The thing about being a doomsday prepper is that it is a beautiful spectacle.
Luckily in Florida, we got tons of, I mean, everyone has some sort of survival supplies. It's just what you need to do. There's hurricanes that come, and you just top off your supplies before the hurricanes come. Most people have generators. Everyone's got like a week worth of food, shelf-stable food. Everyone has a gun. Oh, everyone's got a gun.
Spectrum. On one side, you have rational people. On the other side, you have mentally deranged people. So you have rational people who are like, hey, it might storm. It'd be nice to have some Duracell.
I would buy everything but the toilet paper. I would be fine eating beans and stuff, but I would have a poopy butthole. It would just be itchy.
Batteries, flashlights, and some water. And there's some people who are like, if you cut.
Watch out for me, dude. Because, like, yeah, I need relief.
Come near me, I'm going to kill you. But that's what we're trying to figure out today, dude. Which end of the spectrum are
I didn't even bother. I didn't, like, try to hose it down or nothing. I'm just like, well, I don't have toilet paper. I'm not going to change my ways, so it's just going to stay like that. My asshole's going to look like Augustus Gloop with eating a chocolate bar.
you on? So, level 1. The toe dippers. Ooh, water's cold. I just ate a pizza. I'm not going to jump in for cramps. These are people who have a case of water, some canned food, and a few rolls of toilet paper. If you went into their house, you'd probably
drag it on the grass like a dog. I don't have worms yet, but post, end of the world, I'll probably have some tapeworms, and I'll just walk around like a grizzly bear with a big tapeworm hanging out of my butt. They don't do nothing about it. They don't care. A big, long, 20-foot tapeworm, right? It's like the train on a wedding gown.
Be like, a little extra.
I wear it with pride.
Extra supplies. They probably go through a lot. I used to go to my friend's house. His mom used to have, I'm not even joking, used to have 150 toilet rolls.
It's just hanging out of my pant leg.
Rolls of toilet paper. She was a little.
Have you seen that video?
I'm like, excuse me, you're standing on my tapeworm.
The lady getting
Jesus.
hit with the brick in the car.
There's a video of a woman getting hit.
This guy's driving and a brick falls off a truck.
Just designate one sock as your wiping sock, then rinse and repeat. How am I going to keep that straight? How am I going to be like, okay, this is not the wiping sock. This is my napkin sock that I wipe my face with, right? This is my poop sock. Or is Yeah, you see, it gets problematic real fast.
Fucking lands in his mother's head.
That was her.
These like, oh, I use my poop sock to wipe my face with. I should have known because of all the shit on it.
People, the toe dippers usually have an
Next time.
emergency kit,
Next time
candles.
I won't be making that mistake. I probably still will. If I'm using the poop sock system, which seems like a bad idea on its face, then yeah, I probably will make that mistake again.
A flashlight, a first aid supplies, just in case anything happens. It's more so just being like something.
Big B says brown sock for poop, yellow sock for pee. I'm not a chick. I don't wipe after I pee. I just let it dribble on the seat and then go about my day.
My bad might happen, but it's an afterthought.
I'm married, okay? I don't have to clean the toilet.
But then we get into level 2. Level 2 is where we start getting a little shaky, all right? We call this the paranoid. These are the people who get a little further beyond preparing for your occasional emergency and expect weeks to months long emergencies, such as civil.
Oh, you want me to Sharpie my socks? So like one is the napkin sock, and the other one's for poop. So like N and P. I still think I might mess it up. I still think I would just rip it off and oh, it's poop.
Unrest
I got
and severe
poop
natural
again.
disasters.
Oh, I got lasagna on my asshole. See? That's a problem. This is a problem. Because then I have,
Which, let me tell you, Nick, if I was younger, I'd be like, civil unrest, what the f*** are you talking about? Yeah, the past 4 years, goddamn, hell, I might even be at level 2, dude. I'm a little paranoid. I've experienced so many natural disasters. Anyways, Texas, the deep freeze, goddamn pipes
shake
burst.
it off in the bathroom fairy will clean it away. It's like worse than that. It's like, sometimes I know I'm not done peeing, but I'll just like fucking pull my pants up and walk away anyway. And then like, there's like a lot of piss in my fucking pants. And I'm like, well, I don't do the laundry. I play video games. She's got to deal with a lot. She really does. Because like the back is all brown and the front is all yellow.
Burst everywhere, flooded the house. Unbelievable. The paranoid also believe that people
I could just stand there for an extra couple of seconds, but I got gaming to do, okay? I got a base to maintain.
are going to immediately raid the grocery stores, so you need to have a full stock pantry.
Poop Sock is the name of my punk band. It seems like it would be ska. Ska.
For you and your family in order to weather this storm. Once again, doesn't seem that paranoid whenever I've seen this firsthand.
Wait, so do you come in the napkin sock or the poop sock? Don't you dare call my wife that.
COVID, toilet paper, all kinds of stuff.
So you're never more than 20 feet away from a firearm in
Poop sock?
this house. One example is a small firearm and a number 10 can of peas. And I
Yeah, that's the... Okay, how big is this? All right.
remember that because it's my pea shooter.
These prepper pantries are rooms or garages in people's homes where they
But they can't shoot worth shit, though.
stockpile non-
But it doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to be a marksman. If you have a gun, you have a gun, right? If somebody's trying to rob you or something like that, they're not going to be like, I wonder how good of a shot they are. No, he's got a gun. Even if he's bad, there is a strong chance that he's going to hit me with it.
perishable food items and emergency supplies that typically last a few months to even a couple years, which I can't even imagine. We could survive for years. That's has
Stock up on ammo and night vision. Let others gather supplies for you. That would be a bad idea. Because again, everybody in Florida has a gun. Everybody here has a gun. And they're probably, a lot of them have the same idea too, right? There are some well-armed people here.
to be like your entire garage is just filled with stuff. Even like canned food, like, you know how much canned food that years? Some of the items that these preppers may have include shelf-stable foods like rice, beans, and canned food, water storage containers, solar generators, some basic tools. Not Ryobi, dude. Nick bought Ryobi stuff for the studio and it pissed me off. Just get DeWalt. Why'd you do it?
I'm sorry, bro. You don't look like a carpenter. Is Ryobi not good enough? I got Ryobi stuff. Never failed me. Not once.
Nick?
That's what they had.
They didn't have any.
That's what they had. Look, this guy's a tool snob. This guy is he's tool snobbing on me. This guy is tool snobbing on me. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, why don't you go like a DeWalt or a Milwaukee or something like that? You know, it's so much better and stuff like that. Shut up. Huh? Shut up. I'm not building a fucking house. You think I'm out there on the fucking job site every single day? No. Ryobi will be fine. It'll be fine. I'm hanging pictures, for God's sakes. I'm fixing little odds and ends around the house. I'm not framing a goddamn mansion, all right? I don't need that. It's fine.
Any DeWalt? You're a liar. A portable stove for cooking, maybe a gun and some ammo.
13th Apostle says, I'm a Ryobi man. Is that why you say such gay shit towards me?
Maybe, I doubt it. And
See, I'm turning it around. Now I'm a DeWalt man.
tarps, tents, blankets, and sleeping bags. Which honestly, out of this paranoid section, doesn't feel too crazy. Doesn't feel crazy. It's the excess. Well, it's the excess, and it's also immediately jumping to the conclusion that the worst is going to happen. Or prepping as if tomorrow it's going to happen. If the pandemic happened and people did that, I'd be like, well, yeah. I mean,
Background noise says, like you said, how good are they with a weapon? I've been in several classes with the people that didn't even know how to rack a slide or load a pistol. What kind of classes? Is this like history class or something like that? In high school? When somebody's just had too much? They've just had enough? And they come in wearing a long robe and stuff like that? What kind of class? Also, how? How are you that? Have you never seen a movie? Have you never played a video game or nothing like that? They're designed to be easy. They're designed to be user-friendly. Guns are very simple. They have like 2 buttons on them. That's it. That's it. How?
This is where it but like right now, if something happened, I don't know. Which I guess it is just hindsight, but to me, I'm just like, why don't you calm down?
Firearm safety and concealed carry classes. I'm in Florida. I don't need one of those. I don't need either of those. I get to do whatever I want.
Down, dude. You need years of perishables. We got enough beans to last us 4 winters. Some preppers in this category.
But those people should definitely be in those classes. If you don't know how to rack a slide, yeah, you should probably take a class. Maybe even run a revolver. I mean, yeah, running a revolver would be a good idea. Because then that's 1 button. It's called a trigger, but it is still 1 button.
Also have what is called a bug out bag. These are duffel bags that are packed with
there is a thing that like rolls out the drum.
Essential items that can last 48 to 72 hours and are stored in a safe place. Bug out bag.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm not a contractor, John. The battery compatibility is impeccable. Also, want to touch batter tips? No, but he's right about the battery stuff, not the tip touching.
The bug out bag.
The battery stuff. It goes in.
Most people call this a
it's
bug
the battery
out pack,
stuff.
but I just refer to it as a survival pack. There are birds and ducks and things, and if I had to, potentially I could catch some meat for dinner.
I bet you will not hit shit with that. That's a sling. It's the 21st century. You're using biblical weaponry?
With my sling.
Which you call it a bug out bag because if something hits the fan, you want you to get a bug out bag. Get out.
Need something for my bug out bag. Bug out bag, gotta have it.
Also, you know what's kind of crazy too? This is also enters that level of paranoia. Think about how often they have to update the bug out bag. These beans are no good. We gotta update the bug out bag. If an emergency requires you to leave your house, aka
yeah, they sell bug out bags like that, fully prepped, and it has everything you need. If I packed my own bug out bag, it would have like vinyl records and like, I don't know, maybe some toys for the kids, a couple of snacks, something heavy, I imagine, a cast iron pan, just for what the hell, and then nothing actually useful. I wouldn't trust myself. I just wouldn't trust myself.
Bug out. Then you can quickly and easily grab your bag and head to your new destination.
We're here at Walmart. I've got $100 for my $100 survival kit Walmart challenge.
$100 survival kit Walmart challenge. That does not feel that hard. For $100 at Walmart, you kidding me? He's like, I was able to pick up 2 guns, a fishing pole, and enough perishables to last us 4 autumns. The way she jolted out of that thing, goddamn, dude. Did her dirty with the edit there, though. She's like trying to turn and like smile and be like, this is what I got. And he's just like, cut that.
Okay, so it's basic camping
And similarly,
gear. Yeah, okay, so it's $100 worth of camping gear. I get it.
Are get home bags that preppers have in their cars that contain enough supplies to get them safely home. I got a pistol, a flashlight, and enough Cliff Bars to last me 6 autumns. I'm done with the winters. I'm doing autumns now. The winters I'm not scared about. The autumns is when it gets unruly. Start getting diarrheas. Okay. In this category, you also learn basic skills such as CPR, medical training.
It's funny to see them keep racking the slide and they empty the mag because they don't understand the sound. Wow. So bullets are just falling on the ground and they're like, I don't know what's going on. And they just keep doing it. Then stop doing it. If you do something and something stop. Stop doing that.
And even some survival skills. Here's the thing. I just want to say, I know I said that we labeled this level 2 paranoia. It is paranoia. I still don't think this is totally egregious. The problem with these group of people is I bet you they talk about it a lot. Did you just see what happened on the news? And you're just like, oh, goddamn, dude. To me, it's mostly, I'm
going to start a prepper channel where I'm just going to bring different things on and use it. Okay, here's my first thing. This thing is so you can stoke a fire. Fire stoker right there. 5 stars. Works pretty well.
already got enough shit going on in my life. The beatus, got acid reflux, hemorrhoids, back acne. My fingers are starting to get hairy, like my Bulgarian grandpa's. I got ducks dying on me. And then some guys just like, did you just see that they actually just shot off 6 missiles? It's probably coming any day now. But can we just talk about how horrible everything? Please. Oh, I'd love.
They've been saying like, how long? The doomsday. They've been. Look, you should be prepared to a basic level, but you shouldn't make your life about it. That's boring.
That. Let's do that, please. Thank you. Yeah, thank God I got my bug out bag though, and 6 rounds of corn just in case you need to make it through the autumn. Level 2 is probably where I would still be friends with this person.
Ball dryer. Oh, oh my God, that's so much better. They were getting swampy. I had to do Alan's show before this one. I've just been doing a lot of shows. Sit in this chair for a long time, and it's Florida. So you got to keep them crisp. You got to keep them aerated. It's starting to stink up the room a little bit, but that's fine. I'm the only one here.
But level 3, this is when I start like, I can't anymore. Which level 3 we have as the survivalist, aka the LARPer. This category is for the extreme preppers who have swallowed the doomsday pill. These are people that are preparing and sometimes even hoping for the collapse.
I just found commercial material right here. The ball dryer, the Sulk Stream ball dryer. You ever have an exceptionally swampy nutsack? Well, yeah, we all do. I should do an infomercial, right? Yeah, well, sometimes you wake up in the morning and your nuts stick to your leg. No longer, not with the Sulk patented ball dryer. It gives that fresh, crisp breeze right on your scrotum. And it really, really brightens your day. I'm not even fucking kidding you. This feels good. Because I was like, wow, I'm really starting to sweat a lot. And my wife gets upset with me because I leave a sweaty mark where I sleep every night. It doesn't matter the temperature. That's just how it is. Oh. Starting to overheat a little bit. Let it cool down.
Of civilization, government tyranny, and apocalyptic
events. It is a brilliant idea, and I'm going to carry this thing in the car from now on.
Events such as nuclear war, global pandemic, and even
no more soggy shorts from Disney. I'm telling you now. I am going to be refreshed. Yes,
an asteroid impact. Oh, please, God, please.
Iran has been 2 weeks away for 25 years, so there's I know. Just fucking do it. Can we just fucking do it? Can we just do the whole thing with the Fallout ghouls or the zombies or whatever? I don't care what happens. Let's just fucking do it. All right, I'm ready. All right, I got the things. And you know what? I'm not ready. There's so much more things I can get, but the challenge I'm looking forward to. I'll figure it out. I have to use my head. I have to use my thinker. My brain. That's what I have to use.
Well, that rocket our Earth. Please, God! At this level of prepper,
I can't believe you would say something gay like that. You can't.
You're basically fully committed to the idea that the world is ending, and you're
Right, Liv, come on. You can't.
We're so deeply entrenched in the philosophy that this is now your identity as a person. There's even a dedicated show all about
Mommy, that man in the next car is making funny faces. Just so good. It's so pleasing. It's just nice. Smells vinegary in here. So what's new with you guys? What if I just had this attached to my pants? What if I sold? What if I had like a special attachment? It would have a belt clip, and it would just hook onto your belt, and there'd be a hose that just fed directly into your underwear, and you just turn it on periodically, and it just kind of wafted the smell around. You're just having a conversation with her. Oh, excuse me, to say. Yeah. So anyway, gas prices are insane these days. And they're like. I would be mad. If somebody did that to me, I would be upset. $89.99 is what we're going to charge for it.
Doomsday Preppers showing off the crazy links that people will go to prepare for this end. That's just the end.
You have to get ready. There's no other way.
Is that too cheap? $89? $90? $90 is too cheap?
But to prepare.
I want it to be accessible to the masses, all right? Because this is too good. This is too good. I'm going to be doing this. It's like it's black. My shorts. It's making them puffy. Honey, come try this. Honey. I never know what she's doing in there.
If you're gonna survive.
No longer are you storing canned greens and rice in your pantry. Rice? What are you talking about? Rice and canned beans in your...
I am not kidding. I can fucking smell my balls. I can smell my balls. It just blew it all around in the air now. The whole room smells like my nuts. And you know what? My first thought is like, my wife has to... Brave girl.
Garage, you got soft hands, sweetheart. I've been prepping since I was 6 years old.
Really takes one for the team.
There's kids down here who are prepping some.
Oh, I know there's kids.
Market is at OnlyFans Studio must have. Oh yeah. Like the I don't know. We gotta figure out a name, something. The pussy dryer is too straightforward.
I feel bad for these. You know, it kind of reminds me of like a cult, like a religious cult, a little bit. You know what I mean? You ever see like a kid dressed up?
Us?
In like a like suit. He's like, our God is an awesome God, he reigns. I'm like, that motherfucker didn't stand a chance, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're older and you're just like, dude, I just love getting the gospel out. It just creeps me out, dude. When I see little kids and they're just like, I can't wait to go to heaven.
How about the beaver blower? The beaver blower? 5,000.
But instead of, you know, your little
it's seriously refreshing. I mean, you guys should give it a shot.
Cupcake factory
Get your own.
that you were in before. Now you're
Get your own beaver blower. Oh.
investing thousands of dollars into prepper specific brands that can last years. Such as our good old friend Jim Baker. Remember Jim Baker? Love Jim Baker's food buckets.
This is Mexican food that real life Mexicans approve of. You know, this is not gringo food. This is good food.
The Jim Baker food bucket we will buy one day, and I will try some of his soup. $300 in the Jim Baker bucket can get you 144 meals with a guaranteed shelf life of 25 years. If you purchase that bucket and 25 years later...
Okie dokie, I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. Detangle. All right. So here we have Augustin Farms emergency food supply. Got the nutritional facts back here. What does this have? Just add water. Shelf life up to 25 years. 25. Sulk's going to be an old man. Sulk. I'm saving this for my chillins. For my chillins. When they get old. What do we got here? Italiano marinara pasta. Creamy stroganoff. Fettuccine Alfredo. You gotta say it. Alfredo. Macaroni and a cheese. Others. 20,000 calories. It's actually quite a bit. How many is this? 92 servings. So, okay. Should I eat a bunch of them? Should I eat see how many calories I can get to? Those 600-pound people eat one of these every other day. 2 days. 2 days. Bucket of food. I think I got 2 of these. I think this is meant to last my family like 3 days. There's chocolate pudding. Should I just eat all the chocolate pudding? Right? I'll eat all the chocolate pudding out of it. And then I'll leave the rest. My son would absolutely fucking kill me. If it ever came time to actually crack this bad boy open, I'd be like, sorry, I ate all the chocolate pudding. It's on my face still. I'm sorry I didn't have my sock. You know, I didn't have my poop sock to wipe my face. What do you want me to do?
You're just like, I didn't even need this thing. Well, I had all these potato soups from Jim Baker, but guess that didn't pan out.
That's a decent brand, the mac and cheese slaps. Okay, I haven't even tried it. I have it. I saw it at Costco, and I was like, well, this is coming with us. My wife was like, why? I'm like, this is coming with us.
$4,000, you can get the Defender Dozen.
Only Clams Natural Air Scented Defunker. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good name.
We got to spend $4,000 on the Defender Dozen. It's going to be crazy. This gives you 2,448 total servings of food for $4,000 up front now. You're getting almost 25.
The Netherwind. It's not like a sorcerer would use it. The Netherwind. Right? What if I just came at my wife dressed as a wizard, like just blowing shit up her skirt? Right? Ha ha! I cast Gale on you. She'd be like, can you stop? I'll be like, no!
$100 servings of food.
I annoy the fuck out of my wife. Because I'm doing this all day long with her. All day. Every day.
Food. Does that seem like
all these little fantasies, all these little bits in my head, I'm doing them all day. A lot of times she has no idea what's going on, but it's funny for me.
If across you and your family.
Technically, like for a family of 6.
Get the freeze-dried biscuits and gravy. I think they have the biscuits and gravy in here. Hold on. Biscuits and gravy? No, I don't think it does. No, but it's got lasagna, creamy potato soup, chicken noodle soup, others, corn chowder. You guys like corn chowder? I should eat this. It looks really tasty. Maybe one day when I'm just like, should I do one of those like challenges where I spend like 2 weeks in one room? No, I would need a bathroom. I would need a place to poop.
Family of 6.
Which divide that by 6, it's about 400.
400 meals, that lasts you like a year. Not even a year.
You gotta get the Jim Baker potato bucket. I'll look into it.
Where I'll just cut it down to 2 a day. That f***ing sucks. You, Jim Baker.
Oh, good.
And if you're cheap, like me,
It's so good.
you can buy Costco's emergency food buckets and
I got one. It was not expensive. I forget how much it was, but I don't think it was expensive.
Dead. $80 for 150 meals. Dude, Costco always just does it best. $80 for 150 meals? Come on. That's 50 cents a meal, and then it's just like, dude, Jim Baker's deal. I can just stock up on Costco shit. Another popular item among your shelves are MRE.
MREs. I bought MREs before. I don't know what happened to them. I hope they went to a good home.
Which are meals ready to eat that are used to eat out in fields by the U.S. military personnel. You know, I used to always think of peanut butter was a big thing. A sniper can survive on 2 tablespoons of peanut butter for 16 days. Most MREs suck, so the term rat f***ing was coined in the military because people would open up the pockets and only take out the good shit like desserts or whatever else was in there and just leave the rest. They're like, I'm not even gonna f***ing touch that other shit. Some preppers even have canned dog food in their pantries just to protect the puppers in the event of an apocalypse.
It's
No, you eat your dog.
not for the dog.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna eat the dog.
It's for them.
They're gonna eat the canned dog food?
Chicken morsels. And they're
You eating dog food, bro?
just really good.
Dude, you shouldn't eat dog food. First of all, there's like roadkill in that shit.
It's really good.
He has f***ing Chef Boyardee right.
MREs are such garbage. I don't think I tried my MREs. I bought some. I bought like a pack of them because I wanted to like try them and like use them for like camping or whatever. Never tried them. I don't know. I don't know what happened to them.
Here, Nick, I don't even look at that Italian son of a bitch anymore. All I want's pedigree. There's 3 different kinds of meats and carrots in this. Says so right on the can. But eventually this supply will dwindle, so you're gonna have to live off the land. So you better learn how to farm your own crops, kill your own meat, and collect your own water. Plus you're f***ed.
Delicious.
So what, you got your fancy dog food, your pedigree, but you don't even know how to grow your own crops?
The bucket sinks as a toilet because the food inside will make you shit. I could poop in the bucket. I could just take all the food out and then poop in the bucket. Then I'll just like, Jess, I finished my food and now I've transferred it into the now poop bucket. And so she'll just hand me a fresh food bucket and I will hand her the poop bucket. That is suspiciously heavy. It's heavier than you would think it would be. I got a lot of poop.
Good luck, Nutty. But let's talk about shelter. People think of doomsday preppers, they think of one thing.
She's lugging it out. It's like sloshing in there. I gotta pee in there too, obviously. So it's not just a poop bucket, it's a pee bucket as well.
And it's doomsday bunkers, dude.
See, surviving is about being creative and multitasking and like, you know, consolidating and you know, so I'm not just gonna poop in it. I'm gonna pee in it. It's also gonna be my Jankum dispenser. I'm gonna put a bag over it and then inhale the fumes.
Your little straw house that the big bad wolf can blow over, isn't
It's not pudding this time.
big enough for you and your growing supplies. And
well, yeah, that's my brand. That's my brand right there.
hell, your growing family. Most preppers have a room or a basement to store their supplies. But if you're a true doomsday prepper, then you have to have your...
No, John, don't. It's a joke. Jim Baker is a scammer. Because he's selling potatoes? Just a bucket of potatoes?
own dedicated underground shelter. If you're like, I'm a doomsday prepper, and it's all in your house, you don't have some shit built underground.
Somehow. Yeah, you got to pass the time somehow. And if I'm not all tweaked out on Jankum, what am I just going to do here? Just sit around, stare at the walls? Cave paint with my own poop? I don't know. This is a poop heavy. It's a poop centered show. It's a poop heavy show. Classy. I do classy broadcasting, right? I'm like Anderson Cooper, only straight.
You're right, dude. Where are you going to put all your stuff? These range from concrete domes to fully fledged steel bunkers. And some preppers construct their own. But if you're like me and you can't...
So much poop and pee to talk tonight. So much. And we're not done. We're not. Because I got my poop bucket. It's filled with food right now. And we also have the ball cooler. That was a nifty... That's a nifty little... Hold on. I hope I didn't kill it. Nope, I didn't kill it. It's a nifty little idea. Oh, that's so good. That's so refreshing. I gotta let it out. I gotta let it breathe. Oh my God, it's hot. I'm lifting up my pants and like it's hot coming out the other side. It's all hot and muggy. It is. It is. It's gonna start raining in here. It's raining ball sweat in my office, honey. She's like, that's not the craziest thing I've heard.
Build your own, then you can get someone to professionally install a bunker right in your backyard. I saw a Reddit post years ago about a guy making his own bunker and a man cave out of a shipping container. But the problem with the guy making it, he wouldn't have saw the criticism he got on his own post. The thing was basically a death trap. He had no air vents, so he basically was going to suffocate. And the container that he used to store...
I like that, though. I like that. That's cool.
Pesticides. So he would have
all right, that's a mistake.
Suffocated and just been poisoned to death. All for a little man cave, which to be fair, kind of metal. I watched the football games in the rat poison den that I like to watch my games in. Simple bunker can cost anywhere between $20,000 to $80,000. A simple bunker, okay? These are underground structures, typically made of steel, reinforced with concrete, that contain 1 to 2 rooms in order for you to store food, water, and other survival necessities. And there are dozens of companies throughout the world that specialize in doomsday bunkers, like the company Atlas Survival Shelters, who have prefabricated bunkers that they can install in your very own backyard. That'd be a crazy thing, man, in your suburban neighborhood. What's Douglas putting in his backyard? They have a wide variety of options to choose from, ranging from a simple 5x7 design to a 6,000 square foot military
6,000 square feet? That's a mansion.
Complex. This looks like the f***ing Fallout game. I was just wondering, because it looks like 7 families interconnected their yard with a giant metal structure system. All the people are like, I don't think it was me. Or there are even nuclear silo condos in the state of Kansas.
That's what I want. I want the silo. I want to get the silo. We can all live together in the silo, or we can do the 6,000 square foot. That's probably not going to be big enough. My cult is massive. It is a large cult. You are but a fraction of my cult. The people who talk to me.
A company is renovating
There's many, many more out there.
War era nuclear missile silos into condos. It's actually kind of sick. The Survival Condo Project is a luxury bunker development designed to provide safety and comfort in the event of catastrophe. Well, just because we're surviving doesn't mean we can't look good.
Most of the bunkers fail the most important part, having a bunker sealing shut. They don't seal shut. How do you miss that? How do you miss... Like, oh shit, we forgot to install the door. Really? Is it just like not a perfect seal? You think it's going to be like a contaminant? Like some sort of gas bomb or something?
While doing it. These silos can hold up to 75 people and have...
Because if it's sealed shut, I'm going to be dropping some gas bombs too. It's just that stream. It's just a potty humor stream. This is a potty humor... I don't predict this shit. I don't like write it down. I'm like, this one's going to be a bunch of potty humor. I don't do that. I don't plan this. This is largely you guys. You guys. With your brilliant ideas. Hold on. Why does it keep turning off? Probably because it doesn't need to be on like that all the time. I'm going to be doing this from now on, periodically, for the rest of my career.
Over 20,000 square feet of floor space per silo. They span 200 feet underground with 15 floors. The facility has a shared pool, gym, bar and lounge, and a custom theater, a library, classrooms, medical center, and, you need the last one, a command center. Also, not to mention, there's Wi-Fi. Because when the world does end, you better believe all of our beautiful internet companies who love us will keep that shit running forever.
No, yeah, it probably won't be ISPs.
When Earth is gone, those fiber cables are going to be working, all right? If you're interested in owning one of the spaces, the project features a few unit options. For 1.5 million buckaroos, you can buy half a floor condo. Not too bad. For only, what, $1.5 million? Chump change! Chump change!
How do you get there? I'm sorry. Where is this silo? How do you get there when shit hits the fan? Is there going to be like an asteroid and you're like, okay, we got a couple of weeks. Let's get to the bunker, all right? Pack everything up you love because everything else is going to be vaporized. Yeah. Yeah. That's the only scenario. And hopefully the asteroid doesn't hit that specific bunker. Right? You're doomed.
This gets you 900 square feet of living space, 1 or 2 beds, a kitchen.
Sent you a listing on Discord. Okay. Let's see it. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got over here. Go to the Sulk server. By the way, anyone want to join the Sulk server, please be my guest. Cold War era missile silo with underground bunker hits market for 1.45 milli. And blast to the top of the most popular homes list. All right. Let's take a little detour. Let's see. Okay. I like how it's secluded. I like that. No one's gonna bother us. Okay. Military grade silo features both an underground living area and 3794 above ground workshop. Okay. It does not look too bad. That's decent. A little utilitarian, but it's a bunker. What do you expect? Near windowless design, huh? Oh, we're gonna have to install some windows. It's just fucking dirt. Yeah, I want a kitchen window right here. There's just dirt. There's worms. It's probably too deep for worms. There's nothing. It's dirt. Still might do it.
And a TV in every entry.
Population of 100 people, I think. I could probably get 100 of you down there. I could get 100 of you down there. You have to triple the amount of people.
It's a lot of TVs. You're welcome. Or for $3 million, you can get the full floor. That's about a little over 1,800 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, then a kitchen, a great room, and a dining room. But if you're like me, then you might want to go for the $4.5 million package, which can get you 3,600 square feet condo on 2 goddamn floors. You can even pay for a custom build complex ranging anywhere from 50,000 square feet to 300,000. Did you want to live in a legitimate military base factory? You okay? Just making sure. You could build this out to be your own specification. You can modify it however you want to your tailored apocalypse experience. I think that seems pretty cool. You can have a giant pool, an arcade room, a theater, a full gym, and a conference room are just some of the examples of the spaces you can get built. I like the conference room. What meeting are you having?
The conference? Why you gotta have a conference? Okay, everybody, I gotta keep this company running. I know there's missiles dropping and stuff like that, but we need to sell these pillows. Sell these ball dryers. Who are we gonna sell them to? The women with their smelly pussies and stuff like that. Let's get going.
The meeting of the minds. Well, the world has ended.
Still, people gotta hustle, you know? Gotta make that bread.
What next? Thank God we have this inquisitive conference room to think in. Let's access the internet. Appears the internet is down. Even better example is the $18 million bunker house in Las Vegas, Nevada. This bad boy is 15,000 square feet, and it has 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a dance floor, yeah, a barbecue, yeah, a pool, a 4-hole golf course, 2 hot tubs, a sauna, a bar, lighting systems that can simulate sunlight and twinkly stars, artificial trees, fake rocks, and hand-painted murals simulating the outside world, a 1,000-gallon water tank, a cryogenic capsule that can hold up to 5 human heads and 4 bodies.
Why do you need the cryo kit? Why?
Not to mention, it has cell phone reception, cable, and internet. Thank God. And you can rent the property out right now for receptions, weddings, and even dance parties.
Yeah, we got married in a bunker. I would do that. I might do that.
That actually does sound kind of cool. But I will say, seeing pictures of it, the outside scenery thing makes it look like you are being held captive by some murderer. It's like, let me leave in time. So I feel claustrophobic looking at it. Also, I want to say this. There's like a family where they're like, let's go down the elevator ride. I would not get in that elevator. That would be my fate. Thank God we have the bunker. Can't wait to play some golf. Get my sauna.
Wow. It's really fast. We're going deep, guys. Don't be fooled by this slow.
I like this. I like the window with the mural. Oh, you're 50 feet down.
Slowness of the wall. We are now 50 feet down.
Sure, we talked about the bunkers and where
I like that a lot.
you stay, but let's talk about defense, because in the apocalypse, and from what video games and movies have told me, it's a dangerous place. You have food and shelter, but no way to defend it. That's why you need to stockpile guns and ammunition and learn how to fight when shit hits the fan. Like Steve H., who's preparing for the United States economy to collapse, which it will. It's going to. Better buckle up. Every Monday, he sets prepping goals for his family. And by the end of the week, everyone in the family has to contribute to the prepping supplies. This isn't fun and games. He also vacuum seals his weapons to make sure no moisture gets in. Good man.
Okay, yeah. That's good. That's smart.
And Steve. And a good tip from Steve is to place explosives around your property to ensure that no one can break your defense.
That's a very good idea. That's a retarded idea. That's a stupid idea.
Checkmate. Steve often performs drills that simulate what it would be like to have his property invaded. These kids are going to enjoy that. Dude, sometimes you have to make sure the fam is up to date. Sometimes shooting at a car just makes you feel a little better.
You're being so loud. I'm like, what the fuck is happening in there? I'm selling pussy fans, honey. Jess, I'm selling pussy fans. You want one? And I'm prepping for the apocalypse. It's time. I mean, like, really. I got such meaty thighs. I really gotta... It cradles my nuts, and so... It died. Probably killed itself.
But you know what? Steve is a pretty sane guy. He glued back his own tooth instead of going to the dentist. Sometimes you gotta drill your teeth in, dude. It's also important to live off the grid and away from society. That way, when the world does end, you're already far away from anyone trying to steal your precious supplies. Like Michael, for example, who fears his land will be targeted in an overpopulated world. He's like, this is the Garden of Eden. All right, and if the world's overpopulated, people are going to try to come and take my land. Michael created his own alarm system using bird calls. He said he has studied the language of the bird for 2 days.
I have studied the language of the bird. Okay, this is cool. I want to hang out with this guy. He's got a leather shirt.
Decades, and is now passing on to his children. He can even
Why are they so fat?
mimic the bird noises. Take it away, Michael. He doesn't want to have to be relying on guns and prefers to throw axes, which he made his kids practice for 7 years. He also makes them practice martial arts as well, just in case they have to fight any invaders on their land.
This guy's cool. This guy's a badass.
And he also
What if it does go down and like all this shit just seems to work out in his favor and he's like the guy. He's the guy. And he's just living in the woods. Now, he'll be the first one to die for sure, but what if?
also uses a throwing stick. Claims that they're just as good as shotguns.
Hands in the air. Hands in the air now. What do you do?
I have a feeling that girl would have gotten shot in the back of the head right there. I'm almost like, let me see your hand. She like turns around, pop. Michael also gave his son his umbilical cord back once he turned into a man.
You're entering a new stage of your life. You're no longer a little kid anymore, turning into a young man. This here is your umbilical cord.
He's 12. He's a man. Son, just want to give you this back. Cool.
So you just had that? Where? Where? Did he dry it like jerky? Why?
What do you do with that? You just put it wherever. And if you got the cash, you can install an incinerator in your bunker as a last-ditch effort for intruders.
You can simply push this button right here and eliminate that threat. A torch fire chamber.
Just burn them. Burn them down.
Or run a homemade device that turns water into fire. This is an incinerator room. And also, we're able to turn water into fire. Did I mention that already? I feel like I'd just rather build a castle. But sometimes I believe with these doomsday preppers, as goofy as they may seem.
Rifles take out granola efslers first. No, but he's got like throwing axes and like spears and shit like that. I know you can like hit them from like 1.5 miles away with like a rifle, and but he can throw that spear pretty far. Not 1 mile, but like 40 feet.
I think that sometimes it goes a little too far. Controversial opinion. Sometimes prepping for the end can lead to tragedy.
But that kid still has his foreskin, though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Based.
Survivalist named Peter Keller feared that the world was going to end. For 8 years, he worked on a secret bunker
I need their bodies for the garden. Well, yeah, you can put the ashes in the garden. That'll still work.
Camp Keller, which could be confusing because of Helen Keller's fame. In one of his journals, he had sketches of a bunker with notes on how he wanted a laboratory space to study viruses. This is some Resident Evil shit. Then in 2012, when the
what to study viruses? You made an underground bunker to study viruses, and you're not. That seems like terrorism. That seems like you're into terrorism. Are you doing terrorism down there? Are you plotting terrorism? Because that's what a terrorist would do. And this looks like a terrorist bunker. This looks like where they hang out and do things. Plot.
The bunker was complete. Peter killed his wife and 18-year-old daughter, set his house on fire in order to live in the bunker. I'm laughing because of how shocking that is, all right? That's not me laughing at the situation. That's just unhinged. Could you not have just lived in the bunker without doing that?
You know what? Why?
Why didn't you just live in the bunker?
He was so paranoid of like people finding.
Oh, because his wife knew about the bunker. And that bitch talked, right? She'd go to the salon, and then she'd be like, my husband in a stupid fucking bunker. And they're always there plotting terrorism. You can't have that. You can't have that fucking... That nosy bitch constantly talking about your plans? No, I get it.
Him. That's why he killed his family.
So they couldn't even tell him.
But then that's what like led people to find him.
If he just would have been like, hey, I'm divorcing you. I don't want to see the kids anymore, which is also horrible. Not as horrible as murdering them. But after several weeks of searching, Peter was found in the bunker dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. When he was found dead in the bunker, there were weapons and ammunition, explosive devices, bulletproof vests, 45 pounds of beans, wine-making stuff, and various of other survival essentials. And for years...
So what's the point of the bunker? If you're just going to off yourself anyway. Don't you want to see if it works for a while? Obviously it didn't, because they found you like pretty quick. And you could have just killed yourself in the woods. It would have been totally easy. It would have been totally easy.
Years, he would vlog about the construction of the bunker, as well as conspire to kill his family. In one of the videos, he says, I'm getting to the point...
All right, he's making a vlog about a bunker he's building in the woods, and also being like, BT dubs, I'm gonna kill my family. Okay, love you, bye. Post. His wife never saw one of these and be like, wait, what was that? What was that last part? What was that last part? Oh, I'm gonna kill my family thing. What was that? What was that about? You keep saying it on every video. I feel like you're serious. Is this a serious thing? Nah, probably not. Oh, well, have fun in your bunker with your viruses.
Point where just trying to live and pay bills and live as a civilian, go to work, it just freaks me out. It's actually more comfortable for me to think about living out here robbing banks, pharmacies, and just taking what I want for as long as I can. At least it will be exciting.
Think about living out here, robbing banks, pharmacies, just taking what I want. At least it'll be exciting.
The diaries.
But you just instead offed yourself. Well, you killed your family first, and then you offed yourself. So you need to work on your planning, man. You really need to work on your planning and putting that shit together, because like you're like spending all this time on a bunker, and then you're like, I'm just gonna go on a suicide. Or hold on, theory time, y'all. He didn't do it. He was framed by the government. They killed his family, then hunted him. Eventually, they found his bunker and shot him in the fucking head. Real.
Of a legitimate madman. A reason we bring this up at the end, I think, is because
Can't even have a cranking bunker without people being nosy. Let's be real. That's exactly what that was. That was a cranking bunker, right? that was a cranking bunker. Like, that's what you did. You went out in a bunker and then you hit it with bushes and stuff like that. That's what you did. It's a jerk-off bunker. That's what you did.
Because paranoia can amplify fear. But I think people fantasizing over things can become an obsession. I think a lot of people would get under the impression of like, well, why would you want something horrible to happen? When I don't think that these people want these things to happen. I think that they just believe it is going to happen. And that becomes the fantasy. That is the narrative in their head that repeats over and over and over again. There's nothing wrong with stockpiling beans and corn, or even having something to protect yourself in your house like a gun, or having a flashlight, something that gives you a bit of security. But it's when you amplify these things to such a means that once again as affects others or affects people around you that you love. I mean, it becomes a dastardly deceptive obsession that just completely overconsumes every other facet of your life, where it's the only thing you think about. That's where I think the paranoia and the doomsday prepping gets a little dicey. If the world ends, I'm sorry to say it, we're probably all fucked.
Not me.
Not Nick, because he did spend the $1.5 million and has the bunker in his backyard, but that's
I want that. Good. Buy me one, please.
his story, not mine. I just want to say that trying to be prepared is not a bad thing. I think trying to instill the idea that the world is going to end is also probably not a fictitious thing to say either. I think I'd like to live in an existence where I can do my part now and try to make it a better place for today. That's all I gotta say. Also, I like beans and corn.
He's gonna eat beans and corn, I guess. All right. There was something else I wanted to watch of his. There was something else. Hold on. Just give me a second to look. I didn't even pull it up. But I'll pull it up now. I was gonna... Yeah, we tried to do this one last night. Hold on, I got it. Everyone just relax. God, you guys have no chill. Just relax. Just relax a little bit longer. Damn, he's got a lot of videos. Keep relaxing. Keep relaxing, all right? Just keep on relaxing. Keep relaxing. I can't even. Keep relaxing. Alright, fuck it. Let's just do this one. Alright. Let's just... Who fucking cares? I'll prepare...
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? Come on and sit down, because today we're talking about...
You guys poisoned me last night. What do you want? Like, this is all I got. Alright? You guys fucking poisoned me last night. I almost died.
Reality television. Reality shows are one of the most popular genres of television around right now. And in fact, it seems that the genre is currently at its peak popularity, with hundreds of new shows releasing every year. The same show cloned 8 different times, hundreds of them done in 12 different languages. As trash as they may be, people can't get enough of the drama that comes from these shows, often building obsessive fan bases and communities around them. This, however, can lead to some pretty life-altering events for the contestants involved in them. Just recently, a viral clip from the show Temptation Island Spain has been making the rounds.
Tentaciones. La Isla de Tentaciones.
Temptation Island is a reality show where unmarried couples split off to meet hot singles and have their faithfulness
sin.
tested. Just a disaster. Just an absolute disaster. In the most recent season, a man named Montoya has had to watch his girlfriend Anita cheat on him 3 separate times as he crashes out on camera for millions to see.
This is awful. This is... He's got the no mustache beard. This is an awful show, but also, come on, you're gay, bro.
And it just goes viral. She's just getting dick down all the time. He rips off his shirt. Runs away.
Oh my God!
Is graphic. Like, I'm surprised. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Spain, but there's some raw dog fucking going on in that show. Each time he reacts in more dramatic ways.
Paint says, haha, I love it. You love that shit? That's wow.
He's from tearing his shirt off in frustration, just screaming as he runs across a dark beach to confront her, interjected by clips of his wife getting railed.
Getting plowed, getting fucked. Absolutely, like, furiously getting dick down. And she knows the situation, right? She knows, like, this is on camera. She loves it.
I mean, it's him running, and then it just cuts back to her getting absolutely pounded.
Getting pounded.
I bet the editing team had a great time with that one. But this got me thinking, are there more former reality show contestants that had their lives ruined that didn't blow up on Twitter? Things that happened maybe back in the day? And that's why today we are looking at the dark side of reality television.
That was not the dark side. There's a darker side than that. They're like, hey, you want to watch your wife get plowed? Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit.
Today's video is sponsored by Fume, the leaders in flavored air. We've all got bad habits, and breaking those bad habits, I'm supposed to tell you. If you have a guy who drove one restaurant into the ground, you can give him fucking hot pickles and hamburgers all you want, but is he gonna know how to run the new business? I mean, I doubt it. Or we can talk about an English version, because you're probably thinking that only Americans
showing him live. Wow, that's cruel. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. That's pretty mean.
Get it bad, but there's casualties over there, and over there on the island outside the States, which Kitchen Nightmare shuts down.
How many murder suicides that show has caused? I would be surprised if it wasn't at least one.
Bonaparte's in West Yorkshire. Restaurant and wine bar Bonaparte's was struggling to make more than $200 or 200 pounds, pounds, more than 200 pounds a week before Gordon Ramsay came in to try to salvage the business. In the episode,
so it was like save the bar rescue.
He trashed him. He did trash him. The 12-year-old head chef.
It tastes like rubber. That was You were taking the piss, you know that?
Yes, got it.
12 years old.
Oh, wow.
12-year-old head chef tore that little motherfucker to shreds. In the episode, he trashed him, the 12-year-old head chef, when he challenged him to cook a plate.
Is that kid 12? That's 12.
Of scallops that ended up making Gordon sick, and he just let that little motherfucker have it. Throughout the episode, they tried to improve the cleanliness and professionalism of the kitchen, but ended in a failure. When Gordon left, the owner of Bonaparte's, Sue Ray, was in tears after realizing that not only was Gordon unable to fix anything, but the way their business portrayed on TV made people afraid to eat there.
Thank God she closed that kitchen down because it was fucking disgusting.
Which, I mean, you have a 12-year-old chef. I think people are going to be afraid. I mean, if you reveal that to anybody, I feel like, and he's cooking seafood. At the end of the episode, Tim was fired for his lack of cooking skills. He's 12 years old and professionalism. Are we wrong? Is he 12? According to Sue, he wasn't actually a head chef as described in the show, but a trainee. She was supposedly promised that the episode would end on a positive note, but it was instead rather bleak. Nope. Sue and her chefs had a watch party when the episode aired, only to realize that it was going to destroy their reputation. That'd be a tough pill to swallow that night. Watch it.
I think it's Bonaparte. Like the French guy. Napoleon.
The newest thing on the telly. This was the first episode of the series, and Sue didn't even realize the show was going to be called Kitchen Nightmares. She was unaware. She's just like, it's Gordon's cooking show. Before it was seen by millions of people, media stations from all over joined in on trashing the restaurant, leading to their business tanking harder than ever. As far as the rancid scallops, Sue told reporters, quote, "The truth is, the only reason Tim uses scallops was because he thought he was being asked to demonstrate the presentation of his signature dish. He never expected Gordon to eat them because they were about to be thrown out." That's a bit of
Okay.
Cop out. We're just gonna cook it and throw it away? What the f are you talking about, Sue? Producers of the show claim that they only filmed things as they were clearly presented and that, quote, Sue Ray has only herself to blame. Even colder. I don't know who to trust here. Apparently, Sue later came close to homelessness after being 400,000 pounds in debt, trying to sell the restaurant as well as her flat to pay it off.
She apparently, I didn't get the age of Tim, but he started off as a dishwasher and he couldn't fill the spot to fill the chef. And Tim was like, I could do it.
I bet you Tim's has never even ate a scallop, let alone, I mean, what is he going to say? My signature dish is fucking macaroni and hot dogs? Like, what the f? Or if we want to get out.
12 I know, there's 12-year-olds that can't cook for shit. I mean, you should be able to cook something, though.
Kitchen nightmares, we can go to extreme home makeover. Many reality shows revolve around giving lucky contestants extravagant things. While this seems wholesome and generous, many families are simply
French for boner parts. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. I don't speak French, so I imagine that's probably correct. I mean, it's got to be, and I'm just gonna assume that from now on.
not prepared for what occurs when the cameras are gone. Hit my ride.
You think all those cars broke down?
Yeah, all those cars, they put fucking PS2s in the car in aquariums, and yeah, they break down and the fish die. And then Exhibit does not come to help. The Okvoth family appeared in season 2 of Extreme Makeover.
There's a lot of them.
Home Edition.
You got 5 kids.
Cassandra Okvoth, who was 9 at the time, was diagnosed with cancer. Instead of a home makeover, Cassandra asked them to redesign the children's hospital ward where she was being treated in order to raise the spirits of other patients. God damn, little saint. What the fuck? Not me. I would have been selfish as dude. I want a Spider-Man on my wall. Make my house Spider-Man. Like, you just want the whole structure Spider-Man? Yeah, want the whole building to look like Spider-Man. After completing the job, they decided to also
My son would like that, actually.
turn their small home into a 2-story mansion. Okay, so what they're doing here is they're just like, this little selfish son of a bitch. If we don't do something for her, there's gonna be an uproar. We're gonna turn your small home into a 2-story mansion. What? During the reveal, they were beyond appreciative, but the producers of the show didn't think through what manufacturing a gift of this magnitude entails. I think it's more of a oopsie daisy afterthought, because while the house was paid for, the utilities and the tax bills, they're not. They don't pay for those. A house of this size costed much more in utilities than their modest 1-story home. The first electric bill for this home, single month electric bill for this home, was $2,200.
In 2005. In 2000. So it's $3,500 today. That, I'm sure it would cost, the electricity would cost more today, but like, it'd probably be $4,000, probably pretty easily. But like, yikes. No one did the math on that? They're like, yeah, it's going to cost you a lot more. Oh boy.
Dollars.
How? How?
I don't know if they're like, we're mansion owners now, so every light in the house has to be on, and we're running the AC at 60 degrees. Maybe that could have been it.
All the doors and windows open. All the time.
But there's no way their mortgage was $2,200. The electric bill alone is probably, at that time, triple what they were paying their mortgage. Not only were their life savings being drained, but having a mansion complete with a home theater being broadcasted all over television led to an increased attempt in robberies. Would you just not...
Yeah, okay. What are you gonna rob? Aren't they poor? They're cancer people. They're poor cancer people. They don't have things to rob. You're like, oh yes, chemotherapy. Okay, great. Oh, look at all these tubes and look at this bag. I'm gonna steal that bag. Don't know what's in it, but I'm gonna be drinking it. I'm gonna be sipping on that bag later at my house. Yeah. I'm dying from this.
Immediately sell the home. I wonder if they have a clause in there where like you cannot sell it for X amount of time, because in that way it's just people would just get on the show and flip the house or something. On many occasions, people would break into their home, one time resulting in Cassandra coming face to face with a hammer wielding burglar.
Not Cassandra. She's cancer.
The cancer child, who was like, just give the kids something else, leave us behind, is put into now this like prison she didn't even ask for, and people are coming in trying to beat her to death with a hammer. Cool, Extreme Homemaker.
I mean, like, if somebody breaks into your house and then they're like, I have to kill one person before I leave. Like the cancer kid, right? I mean, like, it's the cancer, like the rest of you have like a long life expectancy. Cassandra, though, I mean, like 50-50 at best. You know, so, I mean, what if we give him like one of the non-cancer kids and then she dies from cancer? We're going to feel bad, aren't we? We're going to feel bad about that. So, Cassandra's just go into the room with that man, all right? Kids, plug your ears and start humming. La, 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 la. Yeah, right. That's it. And then he just climbs back out the window. At that point, you can use the door, though, right? You use the door. I'm not saying make yourself at home, like go to the kitchen and like make yourself a sandwich covered in Cassandra blood. It's all cancery anyway. You don't want to do that. But you can use the door.
That's awesome. Move that bus. Fuck off. They were forced to purchase.
Wait, what? Is that too far? You're telling me you use one of the healthy kids? A burglar breaks in. He's like, I'm going to kill one of you. Choose which one. And you're not giving him the cancer one? You're not going to give him the cancer one? I know, like, I understand you'd be like, the dad would be like, you can take my life, right? But, like, that one's got cancer. I don't have cancer. It's just like, it would just seem like a better option for you to kill the cancer kid. Because then first of all, if I die, who's going to pay for all the cancer bills? She's going to die anyway, right? Cancer bills are money. And besides, if you take her out the cancer, we don't have to pay for all the cancer shit, and we can go to Disneyland and stuff. Take our minds off of it. Oh, Cassandra. Oh, no. You can bring her in an urn. It doesn't really. You can bring her on a roller coaster. Fucking lid falls off. You're doing the loop-de-loop. Ashes go over everyone. Sorry about the cancer kid, Ashes. I'm getting kicked out of Disneyland, aren't I?
Just tons of expensive security cameras to protect themselves, despite still
getting kicked out of Disneyland because the roller coaster with the loop-de-loop, and then I got cancer ashes all over everybody.
struggling to pay their bills. I probably would have hit up one of the producers. I would have been like, dude, listen, it's cool. You gotta get me some fucking cameras for this house or something. An alarm. How are they also making a mansion?
But she never got to go to Disneyland during her life because they were poor. She did something good, right? But tell me I'm wrong, though, right? You give her the cancer girl. You give the cancer girl, right? Sorry, you have cancer, but them's the breaks, bitch. Go. Cassandra? Cassandra Bethany, go right now. You have to use the middle name. I don't know her middle name. Cassandra Cancer. What? It's her birth sign. It was just a coincidence. Her middle name's Cancer because of the crab. It was a coincidence, all right? Cassandra Cancer, you get in there with that man with the hammer right now. Bash. I'm not saying everyone's going to cheer afterwards, but everyone's going to be really relieved. Not, oh, thank God. Nobody important got hurt. But, if I'm wrong, you guys can just go ahead and fucking tell me. You guys can level with me right now. All right? Am I a bad person for sacrificing the cancer girl? Would you not do the same? I know this is a real trolley problem for you guys, but like for me, it's clear cut. All right? God decided that she get cancer. And then this guy walks in and he's like, I'm going to take one and leave the rest of you okay and fine to live your lives. I'll never return. I'd be like, okay, well, obviously, God opened a window with this situation. So go, all right, I'm wrong.
And they're just like, there's no locks on any of the doors. We were strapped as it is, but no locks on any of the doors.
Everyone on the ride has cancer now. Yeah, for some reason, her ashes were carcinogenic, right? They weren't really. You just put a bunch of asbestos in there. You just mixed it in with your hands.
During the height of the 2009 recession, they were able to sell the
Look at your fingers. You're a psychopath.
house for $540,000 at the last possible moment before
Cancer patient equals dead weight. Yes, thank you.
foreclosure. They were able to pay their debts, but left with only $8,000 to start their new lives with. But on the bright side, at least, Cassandra is now cancer-free, married with children, and working as a gymnast. Nice little positive thing.
Working as a gymnast? What does that mean?
I mean, to be fair, Cassandra's probably like, I don't even want the fucking house. It's weird to think that, like, they had to sell the house to get out of debt that the house put them in. That's bullshit. Let's get out of a sad time house makeover and go into The Bachelor, everybody's sexy dating show. Bachelor's been on way too long. I want to say that
The misogynist Bachelor. Wait, what?
I think there's over 30 seasons of The Bachelor.
Did you ever watch The Bachelor?
No. And you know what the thing is too, is I know that if I watched it, I would enjoy it. I love trash television. I love it. I eat it up. The only thing close to The Bachelor I did was Rock of Love Bus with Bret Michaels and all those trashy white trash women.
Hey, Brett!
Hello,
God, he's like the hottest rock star ever.
And I like how there's like 4 seasons, and each new season he's like, well, the last one didn't work out. Because it ends with him like getting together with one of the girls, and he's just like, I don't
Is he just plowing these chicks? Is that what he's doing? He's just
know.
plowing?
The spark died. You're like, okay, cool, Bret Michaels,
plowing?
thanks. But one of the Bachelor alums says that reality TV almost ruined his family. Chris Bukowski was a handsome TV personality that showed up on multiple shows of the Bachelor franchise. And in 2015, it was revealed that he would retire from reality TV as a whole. What a tragedy. In his words, quote, it almost completely ruined me, my family, and my career. Are you walking away from your career?
Well, I guess that's why it's saying it ruined his career. He has to quit.
In my career. Chris was
He's got a Heaven's Gate shirt on.
ridiculed a lot for treating people terribly on his Bachelor appearances.
30 seasons and not one midget. Right? What happened to like representation? You got obviously there's black people and like white people mixing together, which if you have your thoughts on, I have my thoughts on. But like not a single midge, not a one little person. Cause I bet you one time a guy would be like, out of pure curiosity, right? It's not like a fetish or something weird like that. It's just pure curiosity. Right? Pure curiosity.
Often being seen as desperate and manipulative. I know all the guys are just like, hell yeah.
I would love to see a midget bachelor though. Right? Where they get like date each other and stuff like that. They parade them out and we're like, "Aw." And like, and then but they're real raunchy about it. They get like drunk and they fight and shit. Yeah, I'd watch that. I would watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah. I think that's how these shows work is that if you don't get chosen, but you're a popular character, they bring you back. I think that's how some of those work.
Is that the Bachelorette?
I think it's both of them.
Okay.
It goes Bachelor, and then it goes Bachelorette, and it goes back and forth, but I think they just keep bringing people back as long as they're popular, I think. Chris grew distant from his parents because of how they reacted to the things people were saying about him on TV. And Chris's father didn't even want to speak to him. I'd be like, Dad, it's TV.
Flavor of Love ruled. I don't remember your name, so I call you Legs. Those are one of the flavor, right? I don't remember your name, so I call you Legs. God damn, he's retarded. Like, I'm not even making a joke. Like, no, the dude is like medically retarded, clinically, diagnosably retarded.
You realize that, like, this is
I'm gonna call you Legs.
make-believe.
Flavor Flav! That's what a retard does. Wears a big old clock, and then he, like, shouts and stuff.
right? This is not real. I don't even want to talk to you, son. You're not the boy I raised. It's like, I'm an actor. I'm an actor, Dad. Chris could feel himself becoming more irrelevant, but because he was obsessed with fame and wanted to fix his reputation, he would constantly return to future Bachelor shows only to further embarrass himself. Buddy, Chris, me and you are in the same boat, all right? At least you're pretty. He became depressed and addicted to taking anxiety medication to cope with the stress.
Cool.
God damn. And in 2015, people saw him at his weakest, getting dangerously drunk on a season of Bachelor in Paradise and leaving after only one episode. He admits he doesn't even remember it. Dude, cool it with the Bachelor appearances, because I know that the producers are looking at him like a fucking gold mine. You're addicted to fentanyl and Ambien?
You would watch the midget bachelorette? Bachelor? The midget bachelor? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Either way. Yeah, a bunch of midgets getting all drunk and fighting each other and then having sex with each other and stuff. Yeah. 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 I would fucking watch that. I would cut out a part of my day. I would, like, and I got a pretty busy schedule. I would cut out a part of my day and be like, sorry, the show's on. And everybody would know what I'm talking about. I'd be like, kids, go to your room. I don't care if you go to sleep. Just go in there. We're watching, I don't know. I don't know what they would call it. Maybe not The Bachelor.
He's like, yeah. They're like,
I don't know.
Get on back in there, buddy. I think that now's your time. And then in 2015 again, he announced his retirement on TV. Near the end of his speech, he tells the audience, quote, I finally realized I'll never be able to change the past. I apologize you had to witness my struggle publicly over the last 3 years. He's a handsome man. I don't know. What happened to him? I hope he's alive. I don't know. 2015. That was just a couple years ago. It's a decade. Who knows what happened in the decade with him? We'll see. Hopefully he's married and he's not addicted to Ambien and hydrocodone or whatever. But sometimes reality shows don't just ruin people's lives. For many unfortunate contestants, it leads to their untimely death, which in a way is ruining them.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It doesn't just ruin their lives and lead.
Stumps of love. Stumps of love. Okay, yeah. Or here's the thing. It's the Bachelorette. One normal-sized woman, 30 midget dudes. 30 midget dudes. 30 midget dudes. What do you think? Do like a Snow White kind of play on it?
Leave them in the gutter, it actually kills them. Which we could talk about the...
And then she doesn't know. She doesn't know until they get presented, right? And then she's just like, what the fuck is going on here? It's just a bunch of midgets. You got to pick one.
Venture reality show.
Fall in love with one. Just a bunch of midgets, and they're fucking ripped, like, jacked, right? And they're drunk and fight each other.
That led to a helicopter collision. That feels like maybe a bit of a kind of a bad time to bring that one up with what's going on in the world. In 2015, goddamn, 2015.
Until death do us part, a tale ending in 3 feet under.
What the heck is going on? In 2015, production began for a French reality show.
We're working on it. We're getting there. Snow plowed. That's a little too on the nose.
Show called Dropped. Dropped. How do you say dropped in I am French, yeah. Drew.
Dropped.
Or say Drew. Drew. 2 teams of athletes would be blindly dropped into a remote location without any food or assistance, forcing contestants to work together to find civilization. Kind of sounds like a little bit like Naked and Afraid or whatever, but it is funny to be like, yeah, we're just going to drop them with no resources, and we'll check up on them. We have some GoPros in the forest. I'm sure they'll be fine. The season would begin in Argentina and consist of very...
3 of them will team up in a raincoat and try to trick the woman. Hey, I noticed that one of you is like normal height. He's all lumpy inside of a trench coat, like in a hot tub. It's still in the trench coat. He's like, yeah, the midget on the bottom is dead. It's just fucking drought. So, thank you for your service, right? Which one is going to be the penis? The middle one? The middle one, right? Either way, you don't want to be the bottom midget. You want to be the top or the middle. The middle gets to use his penis. The top gets to live, I guess.
Various professional athletes and Olympians, as both teams were boarding their helicopters, tragedy struck. Right after the helicopters took off, they moved too close to each other and
He's normal height, but with a really long body and really short arms. It's fucking long. But he's got really short arms. You can't see the legs because the trench coat goes all the way down, right? But he's got really short arms. Yeah, I just have this thing where I removed. It's like cotton from King of the Hill. They just removed this part to this part, and then just sewed his forearm onto his torso. So it just. Oh my God, that's stupid. This is a stupid show that we're absolutely making.
Collided. Both plummeted to the ground, killing contestants, production staff, and both the pilots. Yeah, there's no way we can show that.
We'll just recreate it in Minecraft or Gary's mod.
10 people in total lost their lives, and the show was subsequently canceled. Could have been a great show. Yeah, we don't even know. We didn't even get to see it.
Why were they flying so close?
What's fucking weird in the video, they're like flying, and you're like, okay, there they go. And then just all of a sudden, they're just like... I've never been on a helicopter. There's nothing in my being that wants to get on a helicopter. It's just tragedy. So many people lost their lives.
Helicopters are not safe. Helicopter, like, okay. Here's the thing about a helicopter. There's this one little thing, like right at the twirly part. If it breaks, it's like a bolt. And so if one thing breaks, if one thing goes wrong, that helicopter will not fly. Helicopters don't want to fly. They hate flying. Helicopters hate flying. They hate it. They hate it.
A lot of famous people. That's all people know. So many. I think that the amount of helicopter crashes.
Helicopters are a flying middle finger to physics, which is why they crash so often. Yeah. Helicopters hate flying.
A year is actually pretty staggering. You'd be surprised.
It's the rotor hub nut. It's just called the Jesus nut. That's the one. That's what I'm talking. Yep.
Have you seen the Afghans trying to pilot the helicopter?
Have I seen the Afghans trying to pilot the helicopter?
Well, it's like right after the Americans left Afghanistan.
Oh, then we just left a helicopter there?
It was like truck driver tries to draw it, fly an airplane.
Does he just nosedive it?
Immediately goes up and just crashes. Tragic.
That is tragic. Moving on, terrace house causes resident to
the only air vehicle more dangerous than a helicopter is a hot air balloon. I would go on a hot air balloon. I don't see how it's more dangerous. It's just a hot air balloon. Just hot air and fire in a wicker basket a mile up. They make the whole balloon out of flammable stuff too, huh? Yeah, seems safe to me.
End her life.
Right?
I really got to stop telling people too that I'm going to do.
I don't see an issue.
Happy video or whatever. I saw in the last video, people were like, "I thought you said this week was supposed to be positive." Well, this is my life. Hope you guys are looking for a nice.
With no controller other than wind direction. Well, no, you have those sandbags, right? You got sandbags on the side, and like if you're going down. You drop a sandbag, and then it'll help you go up. If you want to go down, you have to go get that sandbag that you drop. You ain't going down.
Escape today. Terrace House was a massively popular Japanese reality show franchise that picked a group of strangers to live together. It was praised for being far less dramatic than a typical reality show, often showing conflict that was more mundane but realistic.
ハンバーガー好きだけど今日はハンバーガーじゃなくねって言ってるだけじゃないみたいになっちゃってっていうことが許されない彼氏のよ。
The Japanese way. Subtle, but striking. During Terrace House Tokyo 2019 through 2020, one of the 6 residents was Hana Kimura, a 22-year-old woman who happened to be a professional Japanese wrestler. Looks like Harley Quinn. I thought she was a cosplayer, like a cyberpunk thing. Does that look like a cyberpunk cosplay? While many enjoyed her on the show, getting insight into her life as a wrestler, other viewers were ruthlessly ridiculing her online for being unlikable. But things began to
Okay, all right.
escalate, however, after one particular episode. Kai Kobayashi, another member of the show who had previous friction with Hannah, accidentally shrunk one of Hannah's ring outfits after carelessly adding his clothes to the wash without removing it. She was fed up, y'all. And what followed was 10 minutes of Kimura aggressively tearing into the man in the heat of the moment. The cyberbullying she had dealt with became infinitely worse, which ultimately led to her taking her own life.
Damn. Really? Because people online are mean to you? It just doesn't seem like worth it, right? People online are just mean because, I don't know, they're gay. Be mean back. Be part of the toxicity. Let the hate flow through you. That's what I do. You think I like you know how many fucking people are mean to me on the internet? I mean, you know, I'm not saying I don't deserve it, because I 100% deserve it. I just don't really internalize it. I don't care. And I, you know, fuck those people. They're all fucking stupid.
そういう風にされなきゃいけないの。お前が喋れよ。なんて言えばわかんない。今は本当にごめんしか言えない。
I like how it's just a person being like, I really wish you wouldn't have done that. This means a lot to me. And the guy isn't even like lashing back out. So opposite of American media, where American media, he'd be like, you bitch, I didn't mean to. I said I'm sorry. She's like, yeah, really? Really? I'll kill you. I'll drag you in the street and I'll kill you. And in this one, she's just like, you know, I feel really hurt. Like, I wish you just would have been more, you know, careful with what you did. And he's just like, and then now Japanese people are just like, you are horrible, bitch! But people discovered gruesome, now deleted tweets from before the incident showing brutal and bloody images of harm posted by Kimura. In other posts, she would reveal the great toll that online ridicule had on her mental health. The rest of the season never aired, and Tara's house has yet to—
You know, you don't have to read the stuff online. You don't have to. You really don't. You don't have to. You don't have to read that shit. People are going to say shitty things. They're just going to do it. You don't have to read it. You don't have to listen. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do any of that. If they come to your house and start screaming that shit, call the cops or beat their ass, right? Depending on your build. Shoot them. You shoot them. You can shoot them right in the head. Then they're nobody's problem. Gone.
To release a new season after the controversy that followed. Reports from former—
I'd be like, sorry, you came to my house and you started shouting, and I'm going to kill you now. Yeah, I'm going to kill you.
Cast members revealed that the producers of the show would aggressively push residents to play certain roles in order to create some of it.
Don't do that. Like, who is that guy that went to Mersh's house? Fucking, what's his name? Zach or something? I forgot that guy's name. And he was shouting across, hey, you want to fight me? Come on out here, fight me. You see him beat my ass and stuff like that. He was wise not to walk onto the property. He was wise not to walk. Like, you can stand across the street all you want and shout whatever you want. That's not. Well, then you'd be standing in my neighbor's yard, so he'll have a problem with it. But, like, you know, just don't walk on the property. Because Florida specifically has very clear laws about that. And you will be murdered.
Its most iconic moments. Of course, dude.
Chad Zumach. Wow, what a F slur, dude. You're like a 50-year-old man. You drove like 2 hours to fucking stand on. You got nothing better going on? You have nothing better going on. 50-year-old man. No wife or kids or nothing. Hobbies? Nothing. I've actually met Chad Zumach. IRL in real life. And he is a fucking douche. I have met him, yes.
Every bit of reality television is scripted. Or it's fabricated. Even if the contestants
don't— He's not a nice guy. He's a fucking tool. And he's not good at comedy.
No, things are being played in a way to where the producers—
I met him at a comedy club when I was doing stand-up. And he was a fucking tool.
Oh, they're going to get the outcome they want.
Do you think someone put her, like, outfit in?
He's a fucking tool.
The laundry.
I bet you anything somebody put her outfit in his laundry thing, and without him even noticing, he just like was throwing it in. Like something like that where he's like, oh, I didn't know. Or to him, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then of course she's devastated. It turns out that this even extends to the argument that led to Kimura being intensely cyberbullied. Text she had sent to her friend prior to the event revealed that she was instructed to go off on Kai Kobayashi and even slap him if given the chance. Her mother claimed that the producers thought that Kimura should act as the
What the fuck is going on here? What is this? Is this a Japanese lady cosplaying Afro Man?
heel, similar to how she did in the ring. They're like, she's a wrestler. She's the evil one. But because Terrence House has a reputation for being real and not exaggerated, producer intervention like this had a major impact on how cast members were treated outside of the show. Because people thought it was so real and that it was so authentic, they're just like, these are exactly everything that you're doing and seeing is real. And my God, that wasn't the case. And if we want to keep strolling down a positive lane, let's talk about the Ginny Jones murder. The Ginny Jones Show was a massive popular tabloid talk show from 1991 hosted by stand-up comedian Ginny Jones. Roll one of the jokes.
Women look for basically the same things in a man. I'll tell you what I find attractive on a man.
Pussy!
That was pretty funny.
I enjoyed it. In 1995, there was an unaired taping of the show titled Revealing Same-Sex Secret Crush, where guests would be invited to meet their secret admirers. I feel like the Jerry Springer show probably had an irreversible damage on the kind of stuff people brought into on the air. The episode became public later on as evidence in a court case. What seemed like a lighthearted show became strangely uncomfortable. A 32-year-old Scott Amador awkwardly confessed his love to his friend Jonathan Schmitz, only to be rejected on live TV.
Yeah.
Tell us what your status is. I mean, you involved with anybody or?
HIV negative is my status.
No.
No, not gay. Hold on.
Oh, but I am definitely heterosexual, I guess you could say.
That's all good and fun, right? That happens all the time. Jerry Springer, right? Rip out your hair. It's like some fat redneck chick, and some like little person comes out and like nosedives into the crowd. It's all good fun, right? Because the audience got a big kick out of it. And Ginny Jones did her best to milk the moments for as long as she could by asking tons of follow-up questions, right? She was being the Jerry. Why would you do this, right? Trying to find the human aspect of these people. Days later, Scott pushed further by leaving a sexually inappropriate note at his house, despite knowing
dick pic.
He was not at all interested.
Dick pic.
John confronted Scott directly, and he admitted that the note was from him. So now it's even more weird, because it's like, dude, we're not even on TV. I told you no. I'm not interested. And he's just like, take that. I wrote it for you. Take it.
I bet he was thinking like, well, maybe on air he was pressured, but
well, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You want me to
Seems like a note you guys would write to me.
and right? We can't say that because we'll get demonetized. But you want me to suck and slick and sniff and poke? And John's just like, no, dude, no. I have a date later at Dave and Buster's. Like, I'm like trying to get my dick sucked later by a girl, and he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, no way. John grabbed a shotgun from his car and shot 2 rounds into Scott's chest before immediately calling the police and confessing and turning himself in.
I don't know what got over me. I don't know what got over me.
All right, listen.
Wait, the gay guy shot the straight guy? Or was the straight guy shot the gay guy?
Dude, if one of my buddies came up to me and they're just like, I want to scratch and sniff you, I think I could just handle being like, no, versus pulling out the shotty and pumping 2 into the chest, I guess.
He was insecure. Rage filled him.
Which he used the gay panic defense. I didn't know what he was going to do. He was just weird and gay. 91 court 2 would have been like, I've had that happen. Which was a legal tactic in which a heterosexual person could claim they lost control after dealing with an undesired sexual advance from a homosexual person. That's
Come on! Please tell me that's still a thing. Please tell me that's still a thing.
Salem witch trial.
Based as fuck, right? That's based.
Has become more and more real, I feel like, as the years go on. With this, he was given a lesser charge to 2nd-degree murder and was put behind bars until 2017. Well, that doesn't seem. He's been out for a bit now. Wow. 1995, so basically...
I mean, he came out to a completely different world, and he's like, it sucks out here. 1995 was cool. It sucks here in 2017. Plus. Everything, like... that sucks, dude. You missed out on it. That was like, you went in 1995 and came out in 2017, and you're like, what the fuck happened? I murdered a guy for being gay back in 95. What is all this shit? I got some work to do. Come on, Bessie.
Basically, he was in there for, what, 12 years? 24 years.
Well, he got out 1 year on good behavior.
Good behavior. He's like, well, you did have the gay panic, my friend. That's such a crazy tactic. Well, given the conditions, we still gotta charge you, unfortunately. But we'll knock it down to a second degree. Meeting adjourned. Which, to be fair, I'm not trying to say that the old boy pushing him with the scratch and sniff thing, and he's just like, scratch it. Listen, I'm not saying that's good, but it's a bit of an overreaction, yeah. Or we could talk about John and Kate plus 8. And we get
So he got gay in prison? Is that what you're saying, Arden?
to watch their marriage be destroyed on camera. John and Kate plus 8 was a reality show created in 2007 that followed a couple living their lives with 8.
This was a disaster. Both of them. I blame her more because she seems fucking crazier than the Asian guy. Because, like, what white chick marries an Asian guy?
8 children in Pennsylvania. While the show became massively popular, their lives began to fall apart the longer it continued. Basically, they had a happy family, a big old happy family. We got to basically watch a marriage unfold and burn up into hellfire in real time. That was around the craze too, where it was like following either like a Mormon family with like a fucking cheaper by the dozen situation, or like a bunch of like, there was a bunch of different ones where it was like, I'm just
Mom. Me and my 14 kids.
Shooting the kids out now. I don't even care. Because that show came out at the same time as like Little People, Big World. That was a thing. Literally just watching like a bunch of little people walk around. They had like one normal son too. You know, there was some producer who was like, oh, fucking jackpot. They have one normal kid. Oh, the show had become so popular that each subsequent season wanted more and more episodes. It got to a point where they had a camera in their face just about every day of the week, something that began to really put the two of them on edge. Yeah, dude. Over time, they became absolutely sick of each other.
They hated each other. They hated each other. And look at the Karen haircut. Ooh, that is some strong Karen vibes.
The production heavily leaned into it and even goaded the two of them to air out their personal grievances with each other.
She was probably... They're all like, get him a smaller couch. Just get a smaller couch. Get the smallest couch you can. So really got to sit right on top of each other. Get a smaller couch. They fucking hate each other. Get a smaller couch.
I'm sorry. Can you stop breathing so loud, honey?
Jesus.
He's like, breathe quietly.
The crumbling marriage became the new focus of the show. Once again, it's just all these things are all just producers just being like, good. You all should talk about it on camera for the show. Yes. And then like they like walk over and he's just like, don't forget to talk about how he refused to put the dishes away. You know what I mean? They're in their ear probably being like, yeah, dude, you're in the fucking right. She's being a...
I know,
like,
what a cunt, dude. What an absolute cunt, dude. What an absolute cunt.
Yeah, he's a dickhead. You have different people in their ears 100%.
They're also playing it up of like, no, it's like, this will be like therapy. You guys are airing it out.
Yeah, it's going to give other people hope. Marriage is tough, but you guys are going to persevere. Like looks over at his producing partner like... like that. But what followed, a long-running series...
Yeah, it would have been funny if he just like straight up hauled off and slapped her. Just slapped the taste out of her mouth. Like spit flies. That'll show her. That'll straighten her out a little bit. Sometimes they need that. Sometimes they need that. Just a fresh slap. Come here, serving up fresh slaps. Smack. What did you say about my breathing? Yeah.
Series of controversy pushed by tabloid news outlets, from cheating scandals to...
Goofy says, I remember one instance when she was talking to the cameras and one of the kids was trying to give her something and she was a bitch to her kid and then looked at the camera and was like, what the fuck, kid? Yeah, I could tell she was a bitch. She was the main problem. I'm sure he was like, I would put the blame squarely on the woman. That specific woman, she seemed like a fucking psychopath. The haircut gave it away. It's a dead giveaway.
to public divorce in 2009, and even an ugly 12-year-long custody battle that they would sometimes discuss on televised talk shows. Eventually, in 2022, some of their children began to speak up about their struggles with growing up in front of the camera crew. Their son, Colin, admitted in recent years that it completely tore the family apart, leading to him being extremely distant to his parents. Colin also started to reveal much more shocking behavior from Kate after her divorce. According to him, Kate would specifically...
She started slutting it up, and she was into black guys, and... yada, yada, yada. She has AIDS now.
Target him to vent her frustrations. He'd hear the front door open, and he'd be like, oh, here we go. Here comes Mom with her...
Let's see how you breathe with a broken nose, you dumb whore. Right, she runs off, blood running down her face. I'd be like, Daps, bro.
Double-decker.
You give her a shot. Right?
Roll or whatever. Colin
really fucking bent that thing. Like, deviated the symptoms, so it changed the way she looked.
I gotta talk.
Right?
Like, no.
Just so she wakes up, looks in the mirror, and she's like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut today. Mm-hmm. See? That's how you learn them.
Damn. This would range from being chastised verbally to having his hands and feet zip tied and locking him in the basement for several days. Okay.
Whoa! What?
Kate had built a special room in the basement that would be covered in cameras so Colin could be surveilled while he was being punished. He was forced to homeschool and live segregated from his other siblings. She's like, well, what else am I going to do with all these cameras? They just left him here. Yeah. Kate had admitted Colin to a mental health facility for behavioral and psychiatric conditions.
I'm sorry, you put him in a basement covered with cameras, and you're like, and then you're like, I'm going to put him in the loony bin because for some reason he doesn't like that treatment. What? What? Huh? Big huh? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I get you. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Get out there and make me proud. Pop a bitch in the face if she mouths off. Bitch slap! I'm just kidding. I do not condone domestic violence. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, have a fantastic night. Stay strong, be cool, drink a lot of water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves. Take care of you too. Love you guys. Good night.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster 2, government lies they're feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth, setting fire to their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, roaring like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke, unraveling the madness with every word I spoke.